Have you ever paused to wonder why February is designated as Black History Month? A month-long observance in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, Black History Month is a time to honor the significant contributions and achievements of African Americans throughout history. But how did this recognition come to be? The journey to Black History Month is a fascinating one, a tale of persistence, courage, and the unyielding desire for equality. In the early 20th century, African American communities had already been celebrating History Week, but the broader recognition was still a far cry. The seed of what we know today as Black History Month was planted by a man named Carter G. Woodson, a historian and writer who believed that African Americans should take pride in their heritage and others should understand it. Woodson, a son of former slaves, knew the value of education. He earned his PhD from Harvard University in 1912, becoming only the second African American to do so. Deeply frustrated with how African American history was either distorted or ignored in the education system, Woodson decided to take matters into his own hands. He founded the Association for the Study of Life and History in 1915. 5 years later, Woodson launched the Journal of History, a scholarly publication dedicated to researching and preserving the achievements of African Americans. But he didn't stop there. Woodson envisioned a dedicated period each year when all Americans would pause and reflect on the contributions and history of African Americans. In 1926, Woodson and his association, now known as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, announced the second week of February to be History Week. They chose this week to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, both key figures in the history of African Americans. History Week was met with a lukewarm response. While it was recognized by some schools and communities, it was largely ignored by the wider public. However, the seeds were sown, and over the years, the observance began to gain traction. Fast forward to the civil rights movement of the 1960s. The fight for racial justice and equality was at its peak. It was during this time that the week-long celebration was expanded to a full month at many colleges and universities across the country. Finally, in 1976, President Gerald Ford officially recognized February as Black History Month. In his proclamation, President Ford urged all Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. In summary, the path to Black History Month was not a smooth one. It began with a vision by Carter G. Woodson, a man who sought to illuminate the obscured narrative of African Americans. His efforts led to the establishment of History Week, which gradually gained recognition and evolved into a month-long celebration. Amid the civil rights movement, the observance expanded from a week to a month in many institutions, eventually leading to the official recognition of Black History Month by President Gerald Ford in 1976. So, as we observe Black History Month, let's remember not only the contributions of African Americans, but also the journey that led to this recognition. It's a testament to the determination and resilience of those who refused to let their history be forgotten.